Plymouth community member to talk about I love pickleball, okay? And I am one of the biggest users of the Plymouth Community Center. And I have been there. I think I'm one of the members who has utilized it a lot. And I promote pickleball because it turns out that being overweight is just unhealthy. That's the issue with it. And sometimes it's hard to get going. So we have this $50 million community center available to us here, and which I've been a member here. First of all, I do construction. I've owned a construction company for over 20 years, and I've built all over Plymouth, Medina, Minnetonka, and I am a creator. I create things. I do not destruct things. I want you to know that. That is not in my DNA. I'm also very respectful of all of you people who have guided us this far in this great community. And there's something about honesty. And I think if we have an honest council, we have a strong council. If we have a dishonest council, we have a weak council. Now, the thing about when you're dishonest, we know now from behavioral science that you become physically less strong. It affects you. You can't hide it. Your mind can't hide it from your body. Even our masks, if you want to know if somebody really likes you, pop up in front of them before they get a chance to get their mask on. There are micro expressions. If they don't like you, you will see the face of disgust. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. So, I want to become a professional pickleball player. Okay, I'm on my way. I am disciplined. I go all the time. Part of that training is I hit against a wall over at the community center. Now, this wall, about 12 months ago, I told all the facility members, I said, hey, you know what? Well, I'm going to ask it to you this way. How do you think I can be effective as my pickleball training if I don't have a line on the wall? I mean, I wouldn't know if I'm hitting it above the net or below. Right? I stand today here. I am a man of integrity. Okay. So, also, there's a thing in pickleball, it's called bullying. It happens all the time. It's when there is a weaker player. Maybe one of the four is weak, and all the shots go to that person. Okay? Now that is bullying, because we are there to practice, right? We're there to have fun, to use our bodies. That's why the cancer rates are so high, because our bodies were meant to move. They're not meant to sit 80 hours a day. Okay. Or 80 hours a week or whatever. We're meant to move. Sorry about that. Excuse me. So I want to tell you about my love for this community. I want to run for mayor. And Jeff, it's not because you're doing a bad job. It's because I love to build community. That's what I want to do. I feel like I got pulled, my truck died over by the pancake house over there. 45 minutes I stood with the hood up. Nobody came to help me. I don't know that many people in Plymouth, even though I live here. I know 20 names maybe. So I'm thinking, what kind of community is this? So anyways, I know a lot of people and I've attracted a lot of people to the pickleball area. I'm a member of the pickleball club, where Amy Klobuchar has her offices, and I've been to the White House. I've sailed the Caribbean as a deckhand. I've done a lot of things. I've reinvented myself every couple of years. And I take some years off and then I do it again. I feel we're here to learn and grow all the way through, never stopping. Now, I'm going to tell you about this humiliating thing that happened to me. Now, I stand up for people. They got a rule there over at the pickleball club. it says that if you've already played with your 4 people and there's one person waiting, you have to include that person in the next game. So somebody sits out and they start a new game with a new person, right? But during this time, if there was a line on the wall, you could hit and use your time wisely. Okay? So anyways, I asked, and this is 12 months ago. So finally, this is what I did. I put 5 Sharpie dots on the wall at 32 inches. Bing, 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 bing. Now, only I knew I did this. And this was a year ago. And then I would go, because I asked repeatedly, can we get a line? Can we get a line? Please, please, please. I also fell in the shower 2 times. By the way, the coefficient of friction in those shower areas, please look at that, because I'd hate to see somebody fall down and hurt themselves, cost us $1 million in insurance. So just for your note, they're slippery, man. It wouldn't pass. Anyways, so on, I'm going to bring you right up to it here. On 2/7/25 at 11 a.m., I was playing pickleball, enjoying my game, and I was tapped on the shoulder. There was a police officer behind me. He said that, he handed me this, and he said that this is a trespass notice. I can no longer come to the Plymouth Community Center. So basically taking away my joy and my freedom. Now, I'm okay with that if I've committed some wrong, you know. If I've done something wrong, then that's right. But that's why I want to talk about honesty. So if we distort the truth, what happens is it causes mental illness in all of us, and somehow, because we have our subconscious, we cannot control. We don't have access to it. That's why when you start a diet, it breaks down. Because if it was that easy, we just think it, it'd be done. But we can't control those things. So then we have our consciousness. That's our cerebral cortex and our frontal lobes. And that's how we see the world. And then we have reality. And every day we go out and we test reality. And if it matches and matches, then we have little mental illness. I mean, it's basically, that's how it works. Well, this thing says that when I did those 5 dots, I committed property damage. Now, let's go to the definition of property damage. The definition of property damage is willful destruction of property that is not easily removed or repaired. I give to you, goof off. Now with this in a cotton ball, bink, 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 gone. So I'm asking you, number one, do you know there's only one person in this room who has, I want to say this with a lot of care and consideration, but police officers are allowed to lie to suspects or anyone they consider a suspect. That is true. But this is not true. So this is property damage. Is it? No. This is not property damage. Therefore, this is invalid. And what I'm asking you to do. Now, there's also a disturbance, and I've asked for the incident reports. I've received nothing. But I want the right to play and to promote pickleball. And first of all, we have a big opportunity coming ahead. It is projected that it will grow 3 times in the next 4 or 5 years. So there'll be 3 times as many players. The facilities that I go to are in Edina and St. Louis Park. Why? Because they built community into them. They have picnic tables. They have awnings so you don't get cancer, okay? Like skin cancer. So you can bring your family there, and while you're waiting, you can enjoy it. I want to bring this passion and this integrity and this honesty to this. So I would like you guys to do something about this. Help me out. I will be a model citizen.
Hey, hold on.
And I want to be proud to live here. I don't want anyone's freedom ever taken away with dishonest reasoning. That's not fair, and that's what America stands for. And I'm not sure I even recognize America. So I'm curious. I just want you to know that, please, let's all be honest. Let's all be strong. Let's make this world a better place. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys can get back to me. I'll come over and talk to you guys here and appreciate your help in this matter. With that, the utmost of respect. Have a beautiful night, all of you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. We're going to move on. We have